welcome back to another game. Took a little while to connect in. We've got someone with a provisional rating from Spain. Get the main line against D4. So they've got provisional 2190. All their ratings are provisional. I wonder if it's because they've not played in a while. So 1800 bullet, 187 games, 2100 blitz, 3600. 2190 rapid, 1900 games, and classical, 16 games of classical. So I think it's because they played 8 years ago. Well, they joined 8 years ago, but they haven't played in a while. I presume is why they're provisional. Okay. So this is just turned into a Carro-Kann. Which is fine. This is like, to H3, is that my move order? It might even be bishop b2. I think bishop b2 is the move, actually, but this is fine. We've been given the bishop pair. Here I kind of like just to put some nagging pressure on, kind of like do I like e5? Not yet, I like queen g3. Some pressure on here and it makes you panic. So, thoughts even at this early stage. So we've got the bishop pair, which means we want to try and open up lines and get the bishops flowing. So trades in general will be good for us to open up some lines. So, it might even be a move to take ED. I don't even know which way they take. Okay. Well, it takes any nasty looking queen moves to this pawn and here or here. Maybe play this. Maybe it's here, 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 and then we kind of walk our bishop out this way. I think we're taking it, right? Don't see any immediate danger. Okay. Takes. It's just very meh. That feels a bit passive, but really, where do I want this bishop somewhere? Do we just take and play this? Maybe. So it takes, there, maybe there. Maybe not, we'll have some kind of check here ideas. Here to try and play d4, maybe e5. Should also be thinking about castling. I've probably, I imagine one of these moves is probably quite strong to prevent me from playing d4. That's what I'm least looking forward to seeing. I was thinking this, but that opens up lines for the check. So like there, check, Same knight comes here, then I can kind of infiltrate with this move, which looks nice. But I hadn't really looked at e5 before I played it. e5 maybe gives my bishop this idea. And then we can castle and bring our rook on this line. And they'll have a target with their e5 pawn. We'll have a pawn on d2 or d3, which will be a target for them. Like if they play something passive like this, we'll just jump straight in. You know, even if we get this kind of thing. Yes, I feel comfortable in this position. I think it's probably equal, isn't it? Like when they play these kind of structures, you can have a really poor light squared bishop, which they've managed to solve by getting it outside the pawn chain. Disadvantages, they've had to trade it for a knight, so we've got a bishop pair, which long term might provide us some opportunities, although they're both pretty useless at the moment. Material equal, pawn structure relatively equal. I've got a d pawn, they've got an e pawn, so I think however you're going to slice it, this is a pretty equal position. Maybe this is one of the weak squares in my camp that I need to address. So maybe they could even play bishop here, walk into this, to then like undermine it with like e5 or something. Don't know. Well, they're having a big old think. And, you know, it's no hardship. Their rating's 2190. You never quite know with the provisional. I never quite like playing provisional ratings at 2190. But I think in this case, it's not that they're a new account. They've got an existing account. Good, this is an interesting move. Okay, right, so they go e5. So one of those moves that I wasn't super thrilled to see, but allows my bishop to come here. Maybe gain a bit of initiative, so I think we do that on castle. Again, still play relatively quickly. I don't know if they want to be doing this kind of stuff. Okay, is that an issue for me? So say I castle, then here. Let's just go here, can't I? That doesn't quite work for pen. Maybe I can play f4 at some point. I think I'm likely going to play d3 to get this bishop out to one of these squares. Like they're going to castle king size at some point. d4 now. I'm going to do this still, isn't it? d3, maybe we just move our queen preemptively. Is this still where we want our queen? I think so. So we've got potential of the bishop coming here in the future. This one coming over. So I think we move it up, kind of covering this square as well. Next piece has got to be his knight to get involved, which I reckon this arc will be their likely path, because they get a tempo on the way through. And my next idea is I think I'm going to be playing d3, getting this rook over here, kicking the queen, or laying it here for a second, maybe to then play d4. Maybe we can go for like a Maroczy bind, play against this struggling pawn. They're not so great if you've got your pawns here to have a dark squared bishop. Just entombs itself. Yeah, I think this is. Oh, I was going to say I think that's the move. It's not currently the move because of that. So they spend a move doing this. You can also try and hit him with a rook lift, maybe. I think there's definitely some potential for this in the future. But maybe you just got to be careful of this. It's a bit annoying, isn't it? Yeah, particularly now that I've moved my queen off that guard. If I go back, they can just repeat. No, not entirely, because I can wedge them in with my rook. So maybe that's a way to get around that. Yeah, so I was saying, I think this would be their plan. Obviously, as you've seen in some of my recent... Wow. Okay. Is it that they really just want to vacate this square so much that they're sacking their H pawn? So what do you want this square so badly for? I take there, you come here? Is that the idea? To attack my bishop. Because I play this, defending my bishop and attacking your queen. Don't see it. Is it literally just to move your knight out in one go? That feels real weakening, right? Because then this square is going to be an issue for you in the game. I'm going to take the pawn. I'm missing something. Like, I could see the idea that you could play queen here, and if I have to move the bishop, then this creates this threat. Okay, it is literally just to play your knight out. Okay, so I'm thinking d3. And then I can jump here. For d3. Is this stupid, d4? Yeah, it's stupid, isn't it? I think the knight's going here. I think d3. Everyone happy with d3? What do you think? It's a bit of a weakness, but I really need to get this bishop out. I think to a certain extent I wouldn't be so distraught if the pawn was just lost. I can some line. Probably want this rook on the d file, and this rook's going to get lifted. Is the plan? Yeah. So I suppose are they planning on coming here? No. Like if you take this bishop, I'm a bit annoyed, aren't I? Do I go here and play passive? I think so. So we can then play bishop here. Any advantage to playing this? Queen walks up. No, I think I like this. So he's got activity, right, he did the walk that we thought they were going to go on, got activity for the cost of the h-pawn. Okay, now he's trying to kick me. This feels useful. Doesn't it? I mean, I can also kick their knight back. If I really want to get back on this diagonal, I can kick their knight and come over here. I can always play this to threaten to dislodge it. I feel good about this position. I think sacrificing the pawn does give them activity, but I think he'd feel a lot better with a h-pawn on the board. Yeah, I can whack this bishop up here, force your rook to move. This charge is going to be coming. Yeah, I think h4, h5 is strong. No question whether we want to insert this. I mean, you might have to play for a queen trade. We play that up a pawn. Queen trade's quite annoying, isn't it? Because his king is definitely far weaker than ours. It might be their best chance. No, they didn't have a queen trade. I think I want to put my bishop here, and if we trade bishops, that's good. Is there any value in playing up to h6? Don't think so. Moves the rook, but no mating options. I think I just want to protect against this. Get this over here. Start this idea. It's always nice to have some plans. I think I've got more of the plans than them, and mine are far more attacking. I think pushing the h-pawn is going to be a critical idea. Okay. Is this any good? Push. Play this now. Knight goes all the way back. Queen gets squashed. Yeah, if the knight moves now, I'm going to be playing d4. So I like h4 here. With h5. I think whatever's going on here is a bit too slow. pawn's going nowhere fast. This is my only weakness, but they've not made any attempts to attack it. If they would, it will be with one of the rooks, right? But if you move this rook over, then this pawn becomes weaker. And if you go with the other rook, then it weakens whatever advance you're trying to make over on this side. I'm playing h5 next, so the only way I can see to stop that is by playing one of these knight moves. Let's get those shivers. You know, we could get into a mass trade. In worst case, I'll be up a pawn, and if they go... Actually, if they come here, I've got this idea again. Yeah, if the knight moves, I'm playing d4, I think. Which also unveils this, you know, kind of potential sack. Maybe I could even, you know, try and get my king out of the way to get a rook on the h file. Yeah, so either pushing the pawn and the king. Okay, so this is my first thought. Or I can just take it. d4 if takes. Takes. Okay, then they go there. So do I just chop it? If queen takes, and I've got a target to go after. Play this. If they go after the pawn, play this. Takes. So I can trade down to an endgame where I'm up a pawn. I'm sure I should keep keeping pieces on the board and making them with my queen. This. No. I can go there and protects the queen. So this, like I say, there, 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 there. It's pleasant with the queens on, isn't it? I have this target, but something I can't really get at. I'm going to play this. I'm going to be adventurous. I think that's more in the spirit of what we want to do. Like, I think the negative move would have been to try and take it. I don't know, maybe it's a sensible move. Take it, be up a pawn, and try and grind out the game up a pawn. Takes there. Again, we can go. Yeah, is the idea that this is coming? I don't know. I can play this to force this. takes, bishop takes. Do I have this? I think I do. Okay, so there. Imagine this is the idea. I take. You can't take with the queen because you lose to this, so you take with the bishop. I then play this crazy move. You move your bishop somewhere. I'll put mine here. Splat. I win the game. I end up launching my pawn, so I've got a weird pawn structure, but I think I win a piece. Or they just, yeah, I think I win a piece. Maybe I have to go here. Feeling good about my position, feeling good about my decision to play aggressively. And these bishops look like monsters, really, aren't they? They're starting to take away some real key squares. This light squared one's good. This dark squared one, particularly with the H6 coverage, is real useful. I'm up a bit on time, so let's go through the line. I think almost. Well, if they go to H5 to stop me playing H5 with the pawn, I take, which forks both pieces. You force to take back with your bishop. I play F4. Yeah, and the good thing is it's even F4 is protected 4 times as well. Rook, bishop, pawn and queen all protect F4. So on F4 you're attacking the bishop. If you move your bishop away, then I can put my bishop here. And ultimately it's trying to seeing that the queen and the king are aligned, and you'd love to exploit that by getting the bishop on that diagonal. And working backwards, if I was to get that with this clearance and get my bishop here, it doesn't quite work because they can block with their bishop, so I need to move it away by playing F4. It's kind of how the thought process works of how I get there. And it works. Supporting F4 I can do by gaining a tempo with G3 to kick the knight, and that supports me playing F4. So the move order's useful. It gives me additional tempo such that they don't have a chance to do something else. So I think that's what happens if they go to H5. They lose it. Okay. We're getting into it. And the other bit is that this comes with tempo, so you can't just like move your bishop out of the way or move your queen out of the way because it's hitting both pieces. So when bishop takes, I think bishop F4 just wins. Maybe they only try queen here, takes. And there's like a takes here at the end of the line. But we're up a piece for, yeah, they all used up a king piece because we're already up a pawn from earlier. Well, this just leads us to this. Doesn't it? Am I missing something? You can't play this because the knight. Yeah, nice. Let's go. Real smooth tactical flow there. Let's see what the engine made. So yeah, this is the main bit, and then this just transposes into Carro-Kann. Yeah, d4 is the main move, but I play knight f3, 2 knights, bishop out. So I think bishop e2 is what I should be playing. h3 is fine, and then takes. So this is fine, we've got the bishop pair. They kind of close off their pawn triangle. Queen g3, not a major fan of it. Takes, so this is +4, so this is nice, this is pleasant. Okay, so it says take. Queen c7, they just win a pawn. Yeah, because you can't push it, because I just take that square and then your rook's gone. So on this, look after your knight, I'll pick that. You win a couple of pawns. Interesting to know. Yeah. Okay. Maybe d4 is good for the same reason. Is it? If they take, I go up to c7 still. That I can go here threatening the knight. No, I was thinking go here, but you don't because you do that. Right, anyway, I'm digressing. Let's just have a look at what was played. Bishop is fine. Bishop there is fine. Castles is fine. Queen up, best move, nice. Weird pawn sack we take so that he gets development. Light's d3. Yeah, light's retreating. We're at +1.45 here. Queen back is fine. Fine. He wants me to react and play a4. I thought my plan of h4, h5 is good. Yeah, knight move, play d4, which we saw. Yeah, and then here we go with this kind of tactical combo. So g3 is right, and I presume, yeah, like I say, queen e6. Queen e6 here you can play. But I was thinking you can't go there, and if you go here, I presume I play h5, or takes h5. That's probably what I'd have gone for. That's +3. But what I'd seen from a distance was on this, I take the pawn. Well, I took the pawn. Bishop takes, and I was going to play f4. Okay, which the engine doesn't even agree with. But you have to sack, because if you go out of the way, then I've got bishop here, and the bishop can't now come back to retreat, so you drop your queen. But as it happened, they took with the queen, bishop there is just bye-bye. This is a nice try at kind of attacking queen for attacking queen, but if I take yours, your knight's now pinned, so you don't have the option of taking mine back. And even if you did, I'd pick up your bishop, so a nice smooth win. Thanks for watching.